There have been a lot of watch releases the past few weeks thanks to the big event in Geneva, Watch and Wonders, and I wanted to make sure you all knew about another release that's not an expensive watch, but equally as important as any Rolex or Black Bay. Seiko announced a new collection that brings back to life the legendary Sports SNX. The new line will be known by a different name, specifically SRPK. Within the new collection, we get 3 dial colors: black, blue, and ivory. Seiko has taken a relic from the past and modernizes it in a faithful way that Seiko fans are going to love. There are sometimes complaints when it comes to Seiko's entry-level steel bracelets, so they have prepared for the critique and provided these new references with a redesigned bracelet that includes a triple folding clasp and push-button release. The watches also feature a day and date complication, increased water resistance from 30 meters to 100, the classic 4 o'clock crown, and a dial layout that will be very familiar to hardcore SNX fans. What's really exciting about this release is this is just the beginning for other dial options we'll see in the future, so it'll be interesting to see what Seiko has up their sleeves. A diver with a rotating bezel would be really cool on the SRPK. This is a very pleasant surprise release from Seiko, and what's even better are the proportions. These new SNX-inspired watches come in at 37.4 millimeters in case diameter with only 12.5 millimeters in thickness, and a compact 44.7 millimeters lug-to-lug distance. Being that I'm a huge fan of watches in the 37 to 39 millimeter case size, the dimensions on the SRPK are right in the sweet spot. I have a 7-inch wrist and find anything over 41 millimeters to fit fine, but ultimately, it's tough not to notice the watch on my wrist, making for a less comfortable wearing experience. I'm curious how you all feel about smaller versus larger watches. Do you think these 37mm new Seikos are too small? Unlike the SNX, which famously featured the durable but not very accurate 7S26 movement, these are powered by the 4R36 caliber, complete with 41 hours of power reserve and hacking seconds. Like many recent Seiko 5 models, the movement is viewable through the exhibition caseback. Looking at the dial, the black and blue options have a white contrasting color minutes track, while on the cream dial, it's black. The multifaceted baton hour markers are applied and filled with Lumibrite. The polished steel hour and minute hand are also filled with Lume. The bright orange central seconds hand adds a nice touch of color. A really nice attention to detail is the color match backgrounds on the day and date display. Moving on to the case, it has a curved and streamlined construction with the polished fixed bezel. But instead of the polished case middle seen on the SNX, this section is brushed, adding nice contrast and character. The watches are not available yet in the US, so we don't have stateside pricing, but with the $400 pound price tag, we can assume it'll be similar when it does make it over here, which would be approximately $425. I really like these watches, and one of the coolest characteristics of another cult-following Seiko watch, the SKX, the crown at the 4 o'clock is a fun and unique design. I definitely need to get my hands on one of these watches as soon as possible so I could do a proper hands-on review, so make sure to hit that subscribe so you could be notified. If you've made it this far to the video, don't be shy. Shoot me a comment. I love to read and respond to every single one of you.